Hey everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Q&A with Mama's Uncut, where we answer your anonymous questions about parenting, motherhood, and relationships. Again, we got Lisa and Mindy. You guys ready to give some advice?
As
Sure.
always.
All right, let's get to it. I'm a stay-at-home mom with my 18-month-old. I love it, but we all know it's challenging. My husband is a pipeliner and works hard all day. I don't mind picking up the house while I can, or doing his laundry or making him dinner. That's the least I can do for him, letting me be a stay-at-home mom. It doesn't bother me. By the end of the day, I'm so drained and love it when he comes home because he's a very good father. But when it comes to bedtime, he says he doesn't want to rock our son because it takes too long and he just wants to sleep. I tell him it helps me out a lot when he can rock him just at night to give mama a little break, and he just argues with me on why he's right. And it's been breaking my heart lately because I do it all day in and day out. I'm his mom and fully capable of rocking him, but man, every now and then it's nice of his father to do it. So I just not even ask anymore and do it every night? I cook, clean up supper, water plants, give our son a bath, and then some, all in the evening time of him being home and on the couch. If I'm complaining too much, just tell me, but that's just how I'm feeling.
So Mindy,
I can definitely empathize with this. Not totally, but I think what this mom really needs to do is have a straightforward conversation with her husband, and not in an attacking sort of way. She needs to explain, maybe it's all about compromise, right? Everybody's tired at the end of the day. He's tired because he's been working a lot. She's tired because she's been taking care of kids and house all day long. Everybody's tired. So that's the first thing you say. You don't want to dismiss his tiredness over your tiredness, but I think you just say 2 times a week, can you rock him to sleep? That would be really helpful for just my mental health, and also frame it in the way of bonding with his son, because I know dads are really great about throwing kids around and wrestling and doing all that, silly, fun, rambunctious stuff, but it's very important for kids to also get a loving nurture from their fathers. So I think that maybe framing it like that, he might see it differently. Just say, it's so relaxing and wonderful rocking him to sleep. And I know that you're tired. I'm tired too. What's something that I can do to help you, during that time, or whatever you have to do to work through. But I think it's great to have a balance and have your children see their fathers as nurturing, loving part of the relationship as well. She just needs to talk to him about it in a different way. I feel like it's probably just been why don't you help me? Or can you help me? Or, not explaining actually why. And just explaining it to him, because it really is a partnership, and he can't just say, oh, I'm more tired than you. It's not a competition about who's more tired. You both have to be parents. You both have to bond with your children.
okay, so I take a very different approach to this. The first thing that popped in my head was, why does this baby need to be rocked every single night?
That's true. It's true.
Yeah, sometimes totally get it, but babies do not need to be rocked every single night. And if she chooses to do that, great. And do I think the dad should maybe pick up 1 or 2 nights a week? Fine, but
for bedtime, maybe, whatever that entails.
If you want to rock your kid for 20 or 30 minutes before they fall asleep, now, that's what you need to fix.
Yeah, that is true.
Putting the kids to bed, where you climb in bed with them and read them a story for 5 or 10 minutes, kiss them goodnight, shut the door, turn off the lights, and they go to sleep. That's a much better answer. And I'm sure your husband will probably engage in that. I'm not sure.
Maybe he'd be more responsive. Yeah.
But this routine of having to rock the baby, it's like me with George and the chickens. It's ridiculous. He doesn't need a chicken for every meal, but I feel he needs a chicken for every meal. And it's a me problem. It's not a George problem.
But pause for a second. Rocking a baby and a little kid who's willing to snuggle with you is one of the greatest things. So I totally I understand that feeling because I am in that snuggly phase with one of my kids right now. And the other ones don't want to anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I think I take from both of you. Like, if it's like a thing now, like, I don't know how he's 18 months old, so it sounds like he has a bit of routine, and it's going to be a lot to break him from that routine. So it sounds like he's probably wailing if he's not being rocked to sleep at this point. So I do think it's probably just something that you're going to need to break eventually, because you can't keep that up all the time.
Until they're 16.
Yeah, until they're 16.
Bigger than me. He'd break my legs.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I do think though, like the father just needs to be a little bit more receptive to the mom being like, look, I get it, you need a break, and in order to get that break, maybe we need to break these habits or something like that. Like, I think it needs to be more of a give or take here, not so much the dad being like, no, I'm not doing it. If you want to do it, you do it. So I think people just need to be more sensitive in this situation, not so much somebody's doing anything wrong. All right, guys, don't forget to send in your anonymous questions. Thanks.